Line's nice. Looks like it's running to me. 14. I did give her less ice too, huh? What did you say? Yeah, I had her here too, so I can give her a little less. What was it? What did you get, Tara? I had 14, but that doesn't make... Got room? Vicky's rock, or curl, needs to curl. 13.9. 13.9. Do you want a little less? Okay. You were tight as it was. No, I had you here. That's where you were. Okay. Line's tight. Like, you got a tight line. Keep her going. Go, Tara. Go, 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 go. Good brush. 14.9, yeah. Fished. Line's good. You got room. You got room. It's running. Line's good. 15. You got it. Go, Tara. Push, 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 push. I think that's good. Great brush. 15 on that. Good sweep. Good curling. Good curling. Good curling. I'm gonna wait till they come out here. job, guys. Good throws. Yeah, it's a little straighter as a sheet on both sides, actually. This side just edged, and I just got there. And the other one's a little tighter. Oh no. Yeah, I just was saying it's a little straighter overall. Yeah, this side is straightest we've been. Hers is straighter, yes. That side's still straighter. Straighter overall. I'm in the way. Yeah, I bet we are. I got this on like, I can't even see it. No, I pushed something.
Well, good morning from the Dewar Centre in Perth, Scotland for semi-finals of the 2025 Mercure Perth Masters. It's unusual to be here in the ice rink this early on a Monday morning, but it beats going to work, I guess. That's what we're all here to do, is watch the curling. So delighted to bring you this live coverage of a semi-final game. We're going to open with the Peterson versus Schwaller women's semi-final. The stones are just underweight, and in fact it was a little heavy by draw through the back, so a little error there by Sina Reichiger, playing lead stones for the Swiss team. They won their group, so got the bye straight to the semi-final. Had a nice night off last night, ready to come out all guns blazing this morning. USA team skipped by Tara Peterson, famous name playing lead stones. Kathy Overton Clapham, their coach, but playing on the ice this week. Cover a gap, playing very well. Played exceptionally well in the quarterfinal last night to earn the right for this semi-final berth this morning. So it's Monday morning, it's breakfast time. Get yourself a coffee. Stay tuned for this live coverage. My name's Alan Chalmers, and literally just joining will be Alan Hanna. He's been a busy man all week, so we'll let him have a little bit of peace and quiet. Good morning, Alan.
Good morning, Alan. Sorry, just a few other little jobs to do there, so
right.
assisting the umpiring team with the all-important draw shots. Some good ones out there. The Chinese girls had a 1.7.
Yeah,
which is
the best of the week, I believe.
The best of the week, indeed. Yeah.
So great to see that suggests that the ice conditions have not changed overnight. Teams are still able to throw with confidence. So early stage, it is the Team USA that have the hammer here. They won the draw the shot. So you can see one corner, one centre. USA looking to swing round to the left. Nice throw. Probably can see a piece of that one on that line. Looks quite well buried. Maybe just a chunk showing.
Still plenty of curl on the ice out there, Alan. Testament to the Ice Tech guys here, giving us brilliant conditions even up through the playoff stages. Sometimes you find in these types of events it can kind of just straighten up a little bit. Big sweep there to hold that one.
Sweep. I think that looked about halfway down. That might just tick that red guard and spill through. Great sweep. Change of hand, trying to play the out turn to get the roll into the middle. But, that one just ran a wee bit straight with a little extra weight, but that's been consistent all week as well. The teams should know that as well. But if you just go up a little weight and it doesn't curl just as much. And part of that's that new sort of modern delivery as well, where they're accentuating the jag back a little bit.
Yeah, definitely down those kind of white lines in between the 4 foot and the 8 foot is probably quite typical Perth as well, and can just track a little bit straighter when you throw a little bit more.
Good opening shot, Fabian Reeder around the centre guard. Tried to play the run back, but it just peels off the centre guard. So cautious start.
But this is straighter. This is straighter than that street. For sure. Vicky didn't like my comments in the first hit. I don't care. 50 to the 2.
So you have been a busy man, Alan, enjoying your time as on the committee. Do you chair of the committee nowadays?
Vice chair,
Vice chair of the
Dave
organising
still
committee.
in the hot seat. So yeah, I mean, I'm now living back in Perth, and it's probably a lot easier for me just to give a little bit of time to an important event that's been staged here for many years. So yeah, just giving doing lots of odd jobs, LSD and a bit of commentating.
I was going to say more than a helping hand. Just seem to be everywhere.
And yeah, we've got the curling zone line scores here just to update. Simple enough this morning with just 4 games, so should be no excuses for me getting the line scores absolutely to you immediately, folks.
Yeah, so once again, it's been a great event. It's unusual, I think, to have it on the finishing on the Monday, but the diaries and the way the calendar fell this year meant it had to be a Monday finish for these teams. So Monday. Nice front to back double there to the guard and open up the rings again. Speaking with the American girls this morning, they said they feel that they're somewhere in between British time zone and American time zone. They weren't too looking too kind on this 8:30 start, especially as we move this forward half an hour for people's flights later in the day. But they say they're getting there, somewhere in between.
Yeah, I think 2 of them had arrived on the 31st, so we're able to
partake,
enjoy Hogmanay in Scotland. So the intern draw there, probably just a little light more than anything. The weight was probably decent.
Yeah. It's a little bit exposed. They can see 3/4 of this, I guess. I'd like to try and, I think, keep this shooter in the rings on the high empty side there.
Really nice roll there, and I was asking the question of Team Schwaller, do they deal with that? And in these early stages, that's more likely what they're going to do.
She got mad at me. Already told Sarah, that's okay.
Yeah, I think it might just be a bit too ambitious to go behind the guard. I think Winger there was saying that the curl of the ice is so good that you can chase stones quite easily. You have to be absolutely perfect. I mean, the guards are nice length, so it would be harder to do that. But, not worth the risk at this early stage of the game. Tries to get behind the cover by hitting and rolling. It's a great attempt.
Go right to it. I think you can even see it if you wanted to chase it, but yeah.
Hangs on in that sort of low corner there.
Is that what I had?
So you see a chance to attack that, I guess, coming around the corner.
Yeah, those sort of long rolls, hitting rolls are really tough technical shots. You know, they're maybe look quite simple on screen, but they're a complete team shot in terms of line and weight, and just trying to get the perfect roll.
Just judging that angle, you know, at the speed it's coming, isn't it? The combination. But kept it in the rings. It was a pretty good attempt. It does allow Corey Teese to make a play on this now.
Let it work. Okay, line's good. To it. Yep. Hard line.
Well, this one down this line did curl quite a lot, Alan, so girls are on it early, trying to hold the line here.
They gotta tap it. Go for line. You gotta go. Go on
Going
this
to run
one.
out of backing. There's
Go,
one
go, 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 go.
lower
go,
than
go,
the
go.
yellow that was there.
Good.
Just bumps it through, well held by the sweepers.
Yeah, you got a nice inside roll too, so it's probably almost fully buried now.
And you have. So yeah, original ice was pretty good, hey? I almost could have let it go a little bit that way, but I didn't want to lose the. I had 1362. It would have been just here if it doesn't hit anything, right? Just through. It did curl.
Team Schwaller have had a fantastic past 12 months, Alan. You know, world junior champs and flying high in those world rankings too, and probably in top 10 now, I think. So a formidable outfit now, and it's great that they've come to join us here in the Mercure Perth Masters.
Yeah, they had 3 years of going to World Juniors, culminating with a victory last year. 2 of the women have aged out now, but the other 2 have elected not to continue to play juniors. That they've felt they've done that.
Do you want to go the same way or just draw
So
here?
concentrating now on the women's tour. Overthrow there though, missed the red. Good chance now for USA team, maybe put some pressure on this first end. This USA team plays in all sorts of order. I can't quite remember who goes where when, but they seem to know what they're doing. Kathy leads and skips.
Line's good. T-line.
Looking to come round. There's
Take a
plenty of
look.
room.
14-7. Easy. Very
Gets
nice.
to finish
job.
if they can.
Yeah, 2. Good
Yep,
job,
go for
Davis.
2. Comfortably made. So yeah, good start by a USA team.
Good one, Corey. Yeah. 14-7. Yes.
Yeah, just a little overthrow there from Xenia, and it just tracked a little bit more. Probably took the same ice as Team USA to try and get to the spot that they did, and just that little bit more weight and a little bit more curl, and forced a mistake, but a sharp start from Team USA that have carried on from where they were last night after a pretty dominant display in the quarterfinals against a good outfit in Team Morrison.
Let's keep an eye on Corey's first rock on this end. Because her first one curled. Yeah, I thought she was a little bit tight, but she also had back through weight. Okay. Yeah, make her throw it first, depending. Yeah. 14-7 to the tee.
Yeah, great start. 2-0. Peterson needs first end played.
I think you have to clean it. I think it's a little light, Vic. Maybe not. Take a look. It's running! It's running, Tara!
Happy to take the game into the rings. Just going to run a little deep.
Yeah, it's slid so nice. It was running. Yeah, it was heavy. I'm back 12 or... Well, back button when we don't have hammers, okay.
I think Schwaller threw up the corner guard, nice and tight to the ring, so that's very usable later in the end.
It's a good spot there, Alan. It's all important about the positioning of that corner guard. You know, you can often see it probably on that same line, but a lot longer nearer the curl clean zone, and it's a little bit in no man's land because you can chase it probably anything behind it.
Easy, easy.
But yeah, that looks sort of optimal distance there. You can come around that. It's far enough away that the run back isn't quite so straightforward as well. It's that trade-off, isn't it, between being able to bury it, but also then not leaving the opposition the run.
Sliding nice there, hey?
Centre guard doesn't quite get to the covering. But
Slid very nice this way, faster this way.
so having talked about the perfect position for the guard, let's hope they now show that it is in the right spot. They can get around this. They can probably get
But I felt like I adjusted.
fully 8 foot round this as well. Tough to dig out, maybe.
I think my speeds are close. Yeah, and we swept it all the way. Not all the way.
And the girls on this one hard. It's
Yeah, good hard on this one. Both sweepers really just trying to drag this for distance. Catches and bounces back, so that's more of an asset now for the American team here, I think. Chance to hook one right round from the outside here. I do know this ice. This is the line that they would have taken for the draw the shot challenge.
Hey, let it work. It looks here. Let it work, Vicky's rock.
It's a little higher line, so they're
14-9. It's really got a curl.
hard on the
Keep
outside,
going,
just trying to
going.
make this curl a little bit more.
Again. Okay. Tara. That's my fault. Too much ice. I said that's my fault. Making it look bad. Just thought that. Yeah.
Xenia thinks there's a way to play this by taking off the front guard and maybe roll the yellow into the rings as well. Maybe off the back if it were a wider yellow.
They're tired, but they're not tired, so I feel like that's a difference.
As long as you have a clear objective, what the number one job here is of this stone. Concentrate on that because the red will go to another red.
Yeah, played a controlled weight there, wasn't flying at it and just trying to objective number one, probably hold that shooter, and as you say, Alan, just try and roll a piece under. It's probably caught the guard a little thick and sat open.
Clean! Yeah!
the nose hit a little.
9, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, runs back to a nice spot there.
Nice throws, Tara. A little less ice for you, sorry. Overiced on both. Yeah, she got a 9.7, so a little up, but close enough. Oh. Too much ice. Sorry.
Again, can
And
play the
away.
red to red and roll under these guards.
No, I think it's just straighter. Yeah, unfortunately.
Line looks nice, doesn't it?
It does. All about the roll now.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, did enough to clip the one that was line shot and chip it to the back of the tee, which could be useful for them at the
Just a 10!
later in the end.
10!
Yeah, so good. So this is the key shot here. Vicky Persinger can play this front to back now. Otherwise, Swiss team will have a chance to lie up quite safe too.
I don't know what way to hit this. Sorry, Vic. Good throw, Vicky.
Makes contact and lands it. Pretty nice third shot, that yellow one.
Yeah, there we go, the
And
overhead
second
shot.
Yep, so actually good result for the Swiss there, getting that to jam in behind the cover as well. Maybe swing another one right round that now. Let's go with the more open hit.
Making the double here would be nice, but the important thing is just to hold the shooter and keep them kind of lined up, which is what they've done.
Same way! 10!
Yeah, Schwaller will be quite happy to keep all the play away from that yellow that's tucked under there. You don't
Whoa!
want anything to get too near that.
Yeah! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Yeah, Corey, go, 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 go! Very nice.
Nice shot by Vicky Persinger. They were quite happy to have reds at the back there. They can act as catchers.
I know I've got to remember that I'm going to finish it. Yeah. Vicky, we had to be careful on that one, because if she hits it high too much, it ticked that other corner guard and come in, like tick them in.
Oh! If
Oh.
we made the run back?
We weren't playing the run, right?
Okay,
No.
well, we were talking about
Oh, yeah, it would have jammed. Yeah. Throw the intern.
Yeah.
Just a
Really
10.
good attempt to the hit and roll and directly in front of the red one, but to roll another half stone
Just a bit,
to
yeah.
make this really difficult for Team USA. So they're going to try and hit the other side and flop over.
One more.
Yeah, just make sure you don't touch your own red one at the back there. It's your friend at the moment.
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Tara.
This one's tracking a little high at the moment.
Okay, 9-5.
Trying to make this curl just to hold the shooter here.
Just couldn't quite get that one to move enough. So there's this
Good
red
throw.
one. Vulnerable now.
Hard to look at when you're back, one back, get behind it. It's a good throw. Yeah, I had a 9.5. Yeah. No, this is the straighter of the. Yeah, I know.
It's always great to see stars of our sport coming to Perth. I think it's a great start to the new year every year, isn't it? Top class curling. High caliber stuff. And I think the teams like coming here.
They do. It's a good event, and teams they're attracted by good ice conditions, and we get that here at Perth, and that sort of reputation does get good positive vibes and discussion between all the players. So if there's a
Yeah, you bet.
if we get that message out there within the athletes, then that can only be good for the event as well. So
spread the word on their own network, don't they?
Indeed.
And I think particularly on the women's European tour side, I mean, there's not a great amount of events anymore. They don't seem to have as many as maybe the men's side do. And so the chance to come along and hone your skills here is great practice for them as well as we get closer to sort of championship season.
It is, yeah.
Yep. Yes. Hard. Hard. Okay, clean. 10-2. This is different.
Decent, nice throw. That's all you can really do. You can maybe draw a mistake.
Good throw, Cor.
Seeing Schwaller.
10-2. Little nicer to center line, yeah.
Last stone, second end, open hit for 2. Should square up the game. Straight bounce back.
They're on the curl with this one, just trying to guide it to the nose.
Yep.
Yeah, here it comes now, right on the beak. 2 for yellow, 2 for Schwaller. It's 2 all
Too bad.
after 2 ends.
They made 8 good ones to get their 2. Yeah, so did I. Yeah. Corner guard. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, get our deuce back.
Che pera Clemese, Lino. Linea Guet. Linea Squad.
Did you give me 2
Fabian.
first before? Don't remember. Okay.
Pizza.
Third end underway.
She it in there.
This team's happy to take
Sweep it,
claim to the
Corey.
rings when they don't have hammer.
Yeah. It's a little more for the corner.
Yeah, no hesitation there from Team Peterson. They weren't interested in playing the hit, but they're going to immediately throw the corner guard.
It's running nice. It's got a. Straight now. Right to her, Broom. Keep going, Vic. Keep going. Keep going, Vic.
So we've got cameras on the adjacent sheet as well. It's one of the men's semi-finals. It's All Scottish fair between Cammy Bryce, Warren Carson, and junior team. So Carson jumped out to a 2-0 lead after the first end. Nice hit, roll of tent by Bryce there. Just a little bit visible there.
Fabian. Push. Linea.
Very nice, as if it's visible, so thread this gap.
Freeze it. Little tap's not bad, but make sure I'm there.
Brother v brother.
Where is that one?
Just off in both camps here.
Does indeed, yep.
You think I need a little more ice? No. Okay, 14-5.
Hold this for line. Well swept, well made.
Easy, I added.
Yeah, good shot there from Warren Carson. Was primary objective was to sit 2 and force 1 here and
Mine's
get
good.
the hammer back. It was a big steal at the first end.
It was, yeah.
2.
Yeah.
And
Hard. Okay, it's got it.
took hammer back in this third end.
Hard, Vic.
So Bryce has to hit the 4-foot to score.
Oh, great sweep, Vic. Great sweep.
Facing 2 counters.
Great sweep.
Go, met hem out en
Yeah,
komt
I
hij
said,
dan niet
oh,
uithouden.
I said 14-7. Yeah. I did say little bumps, okay.
Oké. Ja,
Okay.
ja.
Cammy Bryce has always been a really nice drawer of a stone, isn't he? Nice
You
touch.
really notice the
He's asked the
difference
sweepers
in
to
the throws
work
when
hard for
Bryce
this
is
one.
straighter. Yes, yeah, that's where it's more,
One of your
Correct.
sweepers is Duncan Mingus, you've got a good chance. And that's
Yeah.
right on the button. Perfect stone by Cammy Bryce.
No.
Takes 1 back,
Yeah.
but still trails
yes.
2-1 after 2.
Linie is
Very,
goed.
like fall. Yeah.
Oké, linie goed. Kom. Rust nog niet. Ja, mooi nog. Kom mee. Nog niet. Oké. Go, Fabian.
We can hit, right?
Back over on the women's side. So got a bit of a messy end developed here, but advantage Schwaller right now.
Whoa. It's falling.
Chance here
It
to
just
maybe
shows you how
lift
much
the guards.
because I gave her
the
middle of
path
the rock
in.
and we didn't even hit.
Ooh, only removes 1 though. Leaves 1
Yeah.
out there.
Okay.
Achter, 12 is achter, is alles goed.
Yeah. Because you can clearly see where my broom is and where it hits. I was scared to give her too much less because we had to hit. Yeah. Maybe we'll get another chance.
Wacht. Wow. Nee. Er moest 12 zijn. Girl. Nog meer.
It's coming a little deep, Alan.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. It was just a little heavy on the throat, I think. Like that, sort of maybe top 12 was another protector.
Heißt das? Also, sage dir immer,
Like
wenn
that?
er ohne Wäsche ist. Sage dir immer blöd, aber wenn er ohne Wäsche ist oder
Just
wenn er
trying to
ohne
peel the guard again, thinking that's their best option.
Eben schon, oder?
Try and create a path to the 2 stones are locked together at some point.
Off. Good. I think our red one's a good spot.
Single peel again.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Die gaan
well,
natuurlijk
it's
met
just
een
straighter
beetje
too,
opzet,
right?
gaat
So
alles
it's
mooi.
not- Well, I thought your first one was actually a straight through throw.
Ja, det håller bara starta
Yeah. I think our red one is in a nice spot. How they ticked it. Why were you?
It's quite difficult to cover both options here, Alan.
Yeah. It looks like the yellow would be able to take out the other yellow if you left that open, doesn't it? So
That's frozen to that.
you
so
can't
they
cover
have to just keep guarding.
the bit of the yellow you need to cover and cover the bit of the red you need to cover with one stone unless you're really close in, I guess.
This is going to be out there.
igen!
I don't know.
You can see
because
just
then that
wrestling
other
what to do
one's
here.
gonna be shot,
That sort
right?
of bit in your brain that goes, I'd really
Still
like to
like
score
retail
here,
again.
but I'd really like to prevent losing a 2 here.
Squid, squid.
So I feel we covered the red anyway, so it's whether Team Peterson feel there's any value in trying to move this top yellow.
Yeah,
It's back 12! Back 12!
halfway through the end, I think they'd like to move the one off the button quite soon. It's coming in a control weight, quiet weight. You can just rumble these reds back and you give yourself something to protect your own red, excuse me.
Yeah, I think Cathy just signalled just trying to tap this top yellow just probably to the back of the 8-footer there by and try and get a
Yes!
good angle on these two reds.
Hard! Hard! Hard!
Line,
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Roll it a bit.
move
Great shot.
one through the line right in front, so
Great shot. Yeah. Good brush.
Red's
Good
in quite
shot.
a strong position, except they've got a guard in the way, isn't it? It's frustrating.
Bra, Samuel!
Chance that I was hoping to get it curled a little
Sen
too
ett
much.
litet bra kom. Knapp bra. Båna.
Yeah, I had a 12-8.
Team Schwaller just got to be a little careful with the positioning of this one. So I think Xenia's first call was sort of top 12 just in line. Line the two guards up in front of the red ones.
Linje squat. Linje squat. Linje squat. Linje squat. Okay.
Line's good. Let's see where the weight lands this time.
Top 12 was the call. I think it's pretty close.
Yeah, I think nose.
5-stone combination.
Actually, Vic, if you can get it this way, if you get it right here, get that. That might be better. Intern.
We've had a question on our YouTube chat asking how often do they accidentally kick or hit the stones. It does happen,
Yeah.
not hugely a lot with this level of play. A lot of experienced players out there.
Great shot.
There we go. Explosive shot.
Great shot.
Makes the combination.
That was better.
Lands him. Yeah, I think it does inevitably happen. People moving on a slippy surface. So you
Yeah,
can't
it is because this is hard.
always be
And you
well
rolled
balanced. But
under.
yeah, most of the time it's just
Sneaky.
an accidental
Rolled under
touch of
there.
the stone, the brush. But it's one of the joys of the
Yeah,
sport,
she was a
self-policing.
little
If you
bit
could
tight. I
do
was
that,
waiting
then
for
you
it
would
to
put your hand up and
so
admit the mistake.
hardly, but it did curl a little bit.
But yeah, you're sweeping at speed.
Yeah, this is true. That
The brush can touch, or
I think if
more
it
often off a foot you when it deflects of another stone that you're not expecting it, and it's coming towards you. That's maybe
keep
where
it
the
under there.
the rubber sole touches the stone.
Yeah.
Or if you're trying to sweep near some guards
Yeah.
and stepping on them, over them at a slightly higher pace, it's inevitable that we're going to clip one or two now and again.
Quite a lot of the players still sweep with one slippy sole, not on the two grippers. So yeah, it's sometimes hard to change direction at that point if you're on one foot and it's a slidey one, because the left sole for a right-handed player is still
Might roll under too.
synthetic material,
Then we
but
might
it's
have a double.
very, very slick on the ice. But that was
Yeah,
a
I
great
think
result for
here-
Peterson, wasn't it? Just opened up the head and
Yeah, just got the
This
angles
might
and just
be
got them all
okay
moving
too.
around, and
Then she has to
Team
play
Schwaller
this
were
turn. It's
looking for the inside roll there and get a bit more separation between these two yellow counters. So
I like a 10.
good opportunity
Like
now
that?
for Team Peterson to come down and just make these two yellows go away and try and lie to.
Ja, ist schon längst Ende Spiel. Ja.
happy to field any more questions that YouTube viewers would like to ask us. Ask the experts and we'll find some.
Indeed.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard, Vic. Hard. Whoa.
Sweep.
Good rock. Great sweep, you guys.
Very good sweep there. I think they were very worried about catching the guard and losing the advantage of line two.
Yeah.
Held it, so
I had 10-5.
no double takeout there for Xenia Schwaller now. Work out this, you can hit and roll to, there we go, back of the 4 foot.
Did you think you were tight? You did? Okay. I didn't think so, but I did yell. I'm thinking how I reacted. Yeah. You're like, yeah. This is where she was that time.
This was the line that Xenia threw down the first end,
Exactly-
wasn't it, Alan?
exactly what I was about to say.
And it kind of run a little bit straight, so
This one seems to be curling a little bit better now. Trying to hold the line for this one. Want to try and roll to the centre tape if they can, but I don't think they're going to do that.
Draw here.
just a little overcorrection there and curl to the nose.
Yeah, hot shot.
Just checking, but we saw from the overhead, I think it looks like red line once. This is a chance for another two on the board. Corey Teese would hit the 4 foot.
T-line! It's running! Off!
It's just being watchful at the moment. Looks like it's got a little bit too much heat down.
Okay. Shoot. One red? Yeah.
Yeah, a little heavy, runs through, so chance gone. It's just a 1 point. Team Peterson, they lead 3-2. Chance gone.
You okay? Yeah, great shots. Yeah. A little bit of this. Let's go tight on my first one, I think, instead of before. Okay. Go. Well, I think this one slides nicer because it's straighter on this side a little bit, like where she just threw. No, I know, but I think she could afford it to throw. Like, you could have got probably a 14-9 there, maybe. No, I think it's okay. Okay, nice and tight. That's too bad.
A tight start to this game can often be like cagey games sometimes, these semi-final games.
Yeah, it's not a nice time to lose the semi-final,
On its
isn't
own,
it?
I think. It's running. It's
Works your way to
running.
get into
Okay,
position.
there it goes. It's curling.
You just want to get into that final game.
Nice and tight. Nice and tight. Get it to the line. Yeah.
This time we do see the centre guard go up by
Good judge.
Kathy Overton Clapham.
Good judge. Shoot.
Corresponding corner also being thrown. Classic setup here. Very long, so not usable yet, that one.
Couple feet more.
So expect that we'll see the draw round. Because that's end just at its early stages, we'll move over to the culmination of this end, and there's a pack of stones in play
No,
here.
just straight. Straight
Quick
for
analysis
distance.
who
Go
lies where.
hard.
Red line 1.
It's okay. You gotta
Just
go
Team
for
Bryce.
weight, though. Is it short? Leave it short. Sorry, Vic. Shorted on you.
Just thinking, Cammy just thinking out his options because it's quite lonely in there. That red is
She's just gonna hit it.
surrounded by yellows.
Shoot.
Yeah, the angles are kind of working for him at the moment, and the red that's line shot is probably not going too far with just one shot, so it's like they're either just calling just the guard
I don't
or
think
top
she should
12
hit
or
this.
just somewhere in the line. Make this a little bit more challenging for Team Carson to try and move these around.
Yeah, Bryce 2-1 down, so doesn't really want to lose another multiple here if they can. Protect their one or give up one worst case scenario.
Whoa! Whoa! Vicky.
There's
Okay, let
the
it
guard
work.
they decided upon, so
work. Vicky can go.
it's in a pretty
Yeah.
good spot to
Go, Vic. Far as it goes. You gotta curl it.
over
Keep
this
going.
one.
Even if it's behind the tee, it's okay. Keep
Carson
going.
just
Keep
looking to
going.
see if they
keep
can
going. Good brush.
somehow use the
At
red that sits at
14-8.
1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Try and
Yeah,
drive
on
that
mine
one into the
should've
pack
shorted
and
it.
see if they can move these
And then
angles
I came
around.
down here and I said to her, yeah, but I did tell her we should have just left mine short because now she can hit it.
Could almost just
Yeah. the-
drive it straight onto the one that lies
Because then
short,
they have to
just
try to
biting the
go
side of the
under.
1
Yeah.
foot, clip it and lie to himself if he absolutely picked it clean. So
Yeah,
there's
it's okay.
definitely
I feel like it's a little
definitely
faster
value
than what it
in having a run at this one, Alan.
Yeah, I think so. You know that the red that's lying short really can't go anywhere. It's surrounded, but you could create some space for them. So we joined this end late. Trying to work out, is this Carson's last stone? No, I think there's probably one to come after this. So yeah, try to make some space. he also.
I imagine Orne will throw the heat at this one.
Yeah. Yeah, this could have dramatic impact if this red goes into these other two reds, because the angles are nice to split them apart.
Yeah, it's probably just a 2/3, 3/4 high and see what he gets.
Just a little bit high. So this Bryce lying 1, 3 and 4. I'm not sure he can make it any better than that. He's just got to try and protect anything that he thinks Carson can do, which looks like it'd just be the shortish bump up. Or do you think he's fancying coming through that hack weight, through that port?
I think that's what he's looking at, yeah.
Right, wow.
So if he makes that and
Lies 4.
4, yep. Yeah, I think Orne's error there was certainly to be a little bit too thick than too thin. Just a little bit of an overthrow.
Yeah, so wanting to take the game on here, could have elected just to really guard up, but if they can thread this gap and tap back for 4, it's going to be really tough for Carson. What a shot. Now,
Great shot by Cammy Bryce, yep.
what is left to draw in, to cut down, and potentially edge the button. But edge the button may be open.
Yeah, he's probably got enough line there just to get it absolute dead T line and nibble a little bit of the 1 foot.
Objective here probably just to try and cut down. If you can fully in the 4 field limits some of the damage. Can play absolutely perfectly and score, but little jangler for the nerves though.
Very much so, yeah, and especially just after you've played one that you may not thrown as good as you wanted to, and you're faced with a big moment in this game. Sweepers are kind of off it.
Yeah, last stone, third end, facing 4, all jam-packed together.
The line looks good.
Line looks very good. If he can just finish this, he might even get button. However, it's running a little hot. Cuts it down, we think. Yeah, two red. So good comeback by Bryce. Gave away a 2 against the head in the first end, but has replied nicely with the same in 3. So
just had the angles working for them there, Alan, and and Team Carson couldn't really just respond to that. And good attempt to the draw there, just sliding a little too heavy. It was always probably a little hot out of his hand, and
yeah,
but did enough to reduce it to losing 2.
okay, so the ends are being timed nicely now that we're seeing the culmination of both matches. So just get the lay of the land here. Schwaller lies 1, but I think can be followed down there. Let's just tap it back and lie the 2. seeing plenty draw from the middle to the wings all weekend. Yeah, nice throw, enough pace to tap that one through. It lies in front of the tee as well, so that's a really strong position. Schwaller plays to follow this, but with less weight. I think I'll just leave that basket.
Yeah, just tap it back a couple of feet or a foot or so, and just create a little bit of a nest and lie shot, and see if they can force some kind of little mistake here from Team Peterson to score their 2 points. That's what they're looking for. So Team Schwaller just trying to suit this hard and hold the line. It's maybe a little light, if anything.
Yeah, it just hasn't quite got the way it's going to over curl. Just needed a little bit more running.
Tee or better.
So Team Peterson not going to get involved in anything over there. They're going to split the rings here, I think. Try and set up a force.
Yeah, I think it's probably the best they can do. There's really no point lying a second shot over behind the guards, because Schwaller's presumably going to draw the 4 foot. So if you do that, so let's try and put one in the 4, see if you can call her bluff, make her play the sort of soft hit or the cold
Absolutely.
draw.
A little bit more pressure, just having that hit and stick around.
Tee or better. Line's good. It's curling. Tee line. Okay, whoa, take a look. Okay.
You have to hold this one because it.
Keep going, Vic. Keep
Want to make sure you line
right
the
to the
second
tee.
counter.
Go, 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 go.
Nicely done.
Great spot.
Yeah, that was a great sweep to drag that down to there. They didn't want to leave that too high and leave Team Schwaller the option of maybe trying to play a bit of a double, but they got them absolutely level, and it's either the draw or the nose hit here for the 1, and it looks like Team Schwaller maybe elected to throw the quiet weight, just nose hit, take their 1 and move on.
Hasn't got much margin if she's outside the stone, so I'd like to nose her slightly inside just to make sure. Holding it for line now. It's going to kick to the middle. Nicely thrown stone. So it is 1 point for Schwaller. Game's very tight. Hard to call this one. But it's 3-all after 4.
Always a good sign when you see the inside sweeper going on that one,
absolutely.
and the line's usually pretty close.
Yeah, inside sweeper. I'm not leathering it either.
Indeed.
Doubt it though, because they peeled that up here, so maybe not. Yeah. If theirs is on the button, I'd like to move it so we're shot though, because last time it could have been trouble.
So all the staff back to work, Alan, at your place, just you that's managing to...
They are indeed. Yeah, I was up early doors this morning and everybody on their way.
Back on the jobs.
So yeah. So yeah, it was a pretty early start this morning. And yourself, have you got little work commitments today?
Yeah, I think you've assigned me the finals as well, so I'll try and either nip back to the office between this game and them, or just work on the laptop here. But yeah, could be working after hours, I think, once we're all done. Catch up. So yeah, first full day back for all the staff at World Curling, which is where I work.
You got room. Line's good. Hard line.
Probably getting round to coffee break time for people working, so maybe you're logging on and seeing what's happening with the curling here at Perth.
Take a look.
Yeah, we can maybe just do all the scores whilst we're early in this end, so we can see that on the men's event it's Bryce 3, Carson 2, playing 4. I think there's a KG game across on the far sheet. Looks like it might be 0-0 still between Team Muirhead and Team Zhu from China. No, 1-0. Muirhead up 1-0. Just put up on the scoreboard now. On the women's side, our game is 3-3, and the other game between Wang from China and Herleman is 4-2 to China. Obviously, these are semi-finals. All these teams would advance to this afternoon's final games. All games tight, as you'd expect. Really nice stone there by Reichiger. Take advantage of that red stone just slipping behind the tee line. Freezing on it now.
Okay. Yeah, gotta go. Wait on me. Hard, Tara, straight. Go. Oh, wait's okay. Whoa.
I'd like to get the other side of that yellow if they could.
Yeah, just a little bit firm and bounced open, so
Why do we sweep
a little bit of mistake there. So a good opportunity here for Team Schwaller just to come down and bump this one and try and roll over in front of the yellow and line them up and probably have position A, even although they're not lying shot at the moment.
Well, they were both sweeping too. Yeah. Oh. That is lucky.
Yeah, a soft bump, roll towards the lettering.
Okay, gotta do some work here.
Just didn't quite make the roll they wanted there.
Throw hack!
So it could peel the guard, but it seemed to be electing to play in the rings. Just this, see Kathy just touching the side there, and that means just bumper weight. Really wanting to unlock that red. That's the problem stone at the moment. It's that red just behind the button. It's their stone. They're lying 1, but it is the problem stone. Just try and push these back a little bit.
Off!
Calls the sweepers right off now, trying to carve this in.
That's a 10.
Well, I suppose it does the job they were looking for, but I'm not sure it's improved it.
Just way too much weight. Like board to hack was kind of my...
Yeah, again, just an overthrow on that edge of 4 foot line that You really up the weight there. They can track really straight, and got caught with that one. It's a good opportunity here for Team Schwaller just to get position A here, top 12 or thereby.
She was talking to me last, maybe we should bring our weights to 11, and I said, no, everyone's weights are like it's
Yeah, they've got control this end for sure.
straight.
These two teams met actually in December. They were both in the event in Swift Current in Canada. It's the start of December. Schwaller won that one out 7-2. Slightly different lineup on the USA side. They're full strength team. You can always use that experience when you play a team over and over again. Again, to get a read on how they throw it and how they play the game, their tactics.
Yep! Hard! Whoa, whoa! Roll it. Hard, Vic, hard! Okay, Tara.
Just a single peel there by
Okay,
Peterson.
it's okay.
Happy to replace.
It's okay, just a little strong. The first one. It's okay. Just get a run back of some kind, hopefully.
Just a guard. One at the top of the 12, which is the one that Peterson would like to use the most.
So long! Yeah, it's just really long.
And it's a little long to use to drive up now and try and make a shot. Move that one off the button on the intern.
Yeah,
Outer.
Gets the nose of that one.
Also, they drive it back and do make any connection with anyone in the house. The guard's probably not going to roll too far, so
Curl! Curl!
this is probably
Get it. Good.
good shot actually.
Yeah, it takes off the one at top 12. That's certainly very replaceable.
Ja, stryk. Trap. Upp centerline. Trapeza. Just stay up there.
It looks like you could play that intern and bump it back and actually lie shot, push the yellow
Yeah.
Inako.
to the back of the 1 foot, back of the 4 foot, and
Ja. Also,
that could make things a little trickier for Schwaller.
Team Schwaller just talking where they want to line these up, whether they want to line it up directly behind the red and just leave the shot exposed, or whether they want to just leave it a little bit wider on the other side of the centre line and cover the one that's sitting on the 1 foot.
Yeah, that would be good. If it's the right hand side of that logo round about there.
Oh, Nathan. Linje kwijt. In Marcelino.
This one's definitely curling now.
Think you gotta try to.
It's pretty perfect, really, Alan.
Yeah, I like it there. It just means that if
Do you have any?
person who tries to come in, she has to come a little quieter weight now to get that curl.
I want everyone to come
Shots, when
down.
you're trying to just bump at those 2 feet, you slightly overthrow it and you just don't find the same curls.
I just don't. I think this is so hard for you. I know. Well, I just like if we try this run and we just straight peel, they're coming right in on
Listen
top.
in to
Yeah.
the skips here.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Ik denk dat dat.
3. Yeah.
This is around. I don't even think we're going to get second. How about if you go to the upstairs? This is a structure.
Yeah.
But Kathy's really good. It's full there. So we get second.
I think I was thinking even to try to tap it a little bit. Like I do think this will finish. Yeah, I'm just thinking like back button weight and they can sweep and tap. I just don't know. This is like, I mean, if she doesn't make this, then they swoop another one in. I don't think it's gonna curl enough.
So yeah. These will go.
You're thinking with the long guard, you can maybe get the out turn. Maybe with the out turn. Okay.
It's really high.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to try to tap it if we can, if we get to the nose. Back button weight. Yeah. We can play it tight, and if we rub off the guard.
Yeah, I just heard the options they were discussing there. One was to kind of keep persevering with the guards being driven up. I think they were getting trickier to manage that. Kathy Overton-Paffin wants to play this draw round, back button weight, tap the yellow through, like we said, maybe a couple of stones back. Try and get a red into that 4-foot zone. Didn't like the last call. I think it was. Peterson said to us, if we tight the yellow guard and split them open, that's okay too. I don't think that would be great. Just a great closing comment. But anyway, we'll see what happens. It's a back button weight, wanting to just move the yellow.
Where are you?
Middle its live shot.
Hard! Hard! You gotta tap it. We gotta move it.
It's not quite back button. It's going to freeze on the higher of the two yellows.
14-7. I thought she was going to be light because she kept saying, even if we're to it, no, we got to actually move it because then we can't score.
For her now.
Yeah. So bad. Because we had to move it, even if we rolled up. No.
Genau, ja. Sie kann nur noch da Druck machen, indem sie so macht. Würde ich jetzt gut
Then you're just going to cover the out-turn tap side here. Like the guard's long enough to probably get to a good chunk of the yellow that lies second shot and just try and move them around. So she's going to try and cover that.
Out-turn what?
This is quite high degree of tolerance in this one as well. Can even sort of thinking that she could maybe come in and lie a third stone in there. Freezing that top yellow. It'd be really tough for Corey Teese to do much after that, wouldn't it?
The double run hard, but that might be our only shot. Well, it wasn't even the double peel, it was Tara's board weight that she threw a 10. Yeah, it was, because I was thinking more like hack to board. I think that's how I think, and I guess I should have said like more hack weight.
All this pressure, of course, being created by that first stone of the USA team falling one stone behind the tee line.
Yeah, and they had a couple of little half mistakes after that. You know, they didn't really they were a little heavy with the draw to the second draw, trying to cap it and open and roll
Might
open
be
a
able
little
to just
bit.
nose that if it doesn't curl. Get the double. Nose
Yeah,
double.
perfect spot with the guard there.
Right? I think so. I think just a nose.
Nothing looking very appealing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the only danger with that one, you know, the only
No,
criticism could have been maybe to have curled the guard a little bit more to the
like it.
corner of the World Curling logo and just have it a slight piece under the long guard. It has given Team Peterson something to use here and run back this guard that was just placed by Schwaller, but it's fraught with absolute risk here.
Yeah,
So
there's a red one ready to catch it if it's just a little thick.
these situations, you never really like to be driving in your opponent's colour, but that was all they were left with.
Good sweep.
That was always the risk, right? Just conscious of not slamming it into that red one, so you take tight ice and then
Good throw.
throw it tight as well, so it acts as yet another guard.
See,
So
that's the problem with actually then trying to ice later, right? Like you
really
think it's
tough
nice
even for USA to cut this down.
Right. No, and I thought your ice was okay. We couldn't afford to hit it high because it sticks on that, right? You have to be pretty precise with it. Do you have much of it now? No? That guard that would just, the nose, no? The only thing we have is this angle run on the corner guard.
Xenia just trying to work out where's the best place to put this. It's
They would have got all pissy. Yeah.
still wants to kind of cover this out turn side.
I did too. It's just all around.
Yeah,
my
even
two
just
were
slide in
managing
for
to
third shot, as you said earlier, Alan.
Yeah,
There's
if
an
you can
opportunity
hook,
to do that.
if you
so.
can hook one right round and get to the face of the yellow, it'll be facing 3. I think the only shot would be to try and hit the right-hand side of the blue circle where Perth's open. That would potentially get second shot. But that's not a lot of land to land a piece of granite on.
To draw a side button to just give up one. Like side 4 foot here. You can run the red guard on the yellow on the red. But stops just back to you. Might give us
This
a
one's
chance.
out there at the moment. Has to curl and not give.
Yeah, this is just a little hot. I think this will just give up on this one. Take it back as far as you can. It's not going to help. Just make sure there's no competitive advantage.
Yeah, just a little overthrow there from Xenia.
I don't think that much matters.
No
but
major damage done though.
yeah,
Still a cold draw to the
yeah. That or we can just
side of the
follow what
forefoot
she
to cut
did.
this down to 1, I think,
it's
Alan.
pretty tight though.
Or
This
the
is
out
what I
turn
would
side,
do.
whatever they
Yeah.
prefer.
Yeah. I know everyone coming down. So this was my draw, right? I was there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, scales of difficulty. This is right up at the top. I think this is. This has got to be millimetre perfect. Avoid going 5-3 down. So last stone off the 5th. Corey T's facing 2 very useful yellow counters. He needs to hit
Oh, okay.
the edge of the short stone. This is way under. So it's definitely 2. Kick those ones away. I'll have a quick look at the red and yellow at the front and back of the forefoot.
Sure.
And I'm going to call for the measure. That's for
Shall
third.
we have the overhead shot and have a little prediction?
Yeah, get your money out.
No, it's okay. We mismanaged mine too. That didn't go in a good spot.
I think Xenia just checking to see that the pin's in the middle.
It always makes me laugh when people do that, if they can tell
Yeah, everyone was
which
well
angle
contributed.
it's going in at. So they did say that Switzerland swept that yellow one through, so there was no competitive advantage. Favouring red.
We're in 11-6. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's close enough to have said, yep, let's get the umpires out and have a measure.
I think it is. No, we were throwing that shot for sure, regardless.
I think a big thanks to our umpiring team here, Alan, this weekend. They
Cold job.
Cold job and give up their time generously. We feed them, but they give up their time as volunteers, and that's truly appreciated. It's essential we have that support to run an event like this.
Red, yeah. Thank you.
Points at the red. So just a 2, but it's a big 2. It's a steal of 2. 3 ends to play. Schwaller now up 5-3.
I have, yeah. It has curled every more than because her, yeah. I would give her one of Tara's. They seem to be okay. How short was she? Did we get it over the hot line?
It was like a 2-guard.
Oh.
We got 18 split.
I wonder why.
If we would have gone the whole way, we might have been 18.
No, she was tight. Okay, let's get our deuce, guys.
First time Peterson's been trailing in the game rather. So can they
Yes.
bounce back as well as Schwaller did when they were 2 down?
Guarding my stones. Okay.
We'll just flicked over to skip stones on the semi-final game between Bryce and Carson. Scores 3 each. Cameron Bryce with last stone here, playing red.
So Oren Carson swing one round to lie. Cam has 2 shots left.
It's running nice.
He seems to be
It looks like it's all
liking
there.
this hack weight through this gap.
Yeah, he played an exceptional shot there at the third end to put Team Carson in a whole heap of trouble. So
This gap just looks a touch narrower. Mingus on this.
a little lighter that time.
Yeah.
Caught the curl a little more. Again, a lonely yellow in there.
Nice shot. Nice shot over
I
there.
had to drop the weight away a bit because the yellow was further off the gap.
Okay, yeah.
That just cost him. Hindsight might like to play that with a bit of running and actually spring that guard apart.
Do you guys like that, or corner freezing to theirs? Okay. A little more.
Carson has to think how to protect that one yellow that's in there.
Yeah, I think he was just calling down to his front end there, just asking if he could see enough of the top red one
You got room.
to drive it
It's running
onto
nice.
the yellow now. So it sounds like the
Hard.
front
Hard,
end
Tara.
thought that he couldn't.
Hard, Tara. Hard. Or go beside. Just beside it. Just beside it. Just beside it. Dropped it on you? It's a kick biter, apparently. Good. Okay. Play a little hack, waiter, and roll. We don't need to get that out. We just need to get under.
The second player, Archie Hislop, come down to offer another opinion. They've opted to hit the back one and get rid of one of these team brace counters and
Just back
just
it!
try and roll under this the yellow one
back
that
it,
they have sitting just back of the tee line.
Yeah, he's just conscious that there are a lot of reds there, and if Bryce was to play a combination shot, it could be another 3 or 4. So a little bit of defence he can get right underneath his own yellow line too. No easy shot for Bryce. He was lying 2, didn't be playing a 2-8 draw through that narrowish port.
Even the nose hit here is not a horrible result.
I know, just go through it.
Well played.
That's what he called, and that's what he's played.
This is standard. It's too bad. Huh? Yeah. I almost feel like if she feels something, I might just come around.
Yeah, so
Oh, would you like that?
not a wonderful choice of options. Draw through the port and this half stone tap up.
Well, those are
Looks,
standard, right?
Looks quite tight ice here, Alan, so indicate that he's coming at this with a little bit of weight as opposed to maybe just
This way
straight tap for one. So
I guess with weight, any touch in one of those yellows should at least clear one of them. It maybe thinks that there's a route to the 2, so this is close, holding it for line. Yeah, makes contact with 1. Really tough to hold for that shot stone, so it's a steal for Carson.
times.
yeah, they're always thinner than you think, those ones, in terms of the angles. So they probably just they were on the curl there a little bit at one point, halfway down the sheet. So probably just didn't quite catch the line call there. And it's a steal for Team Carson, and they take a 4-3 lead in that game.
Oh, under here, you mean? No, I don't think so. Well, now we're kind of waiting.
Just an update on the other men's semi-final. We have
What's most important is
Team Muirhead have taken a 2 back at the 5th end, and they tie that game up 3 each after 5 ends.
right? We'll shoot that one under that. I think it's 10 though. 10, 5. Intern will do better than her. Yeah. Okay, let's go back.
Back with our featured women's game. It feels like Team Schwaller just beginning to pull away a little bit. They've taken their 2 against the head in the last end. They've got control of the head again. However, that's not ideal.
Just a 10!
Tries to make this double and then roll behind that cluster of red guards. Not sure how they all ended up there.
Whoa! Yeah.
Given this is only the 4th stone of the end.
It's okay, they're off.
So
Shot.
makes the roll but doesn't remove any of the yellows in doing so.
Good shot. Well, it had to curl more. Yeah, 10-2. Yeah, very good. It's okay, we move these around. That was what was important. Now what do? She peels that. Hit roll, maybe? Off that one. Later on Vicky's second maybe to try to bring those into play. These are back here. I'm not doing anything with them right now. Well, if we're trying to bring that into play, we got to hit that over there, right? Or we just ignore it and come back here.
Just to clean up some of these
I don't know,
guards.
I think
Feel like
they'll
those are
try
maybe
to
the threat.
blast. That's okay.
So just a wee bit careless there. Shouldn't have been really
You can freeze or you can
taking
go
out their own stone in the
beside
rings
it.
there.
Hit and roll. What do you like?
Where that yellow was a little bit of a problem for
I like right there.
Peterson, but anyway.
A little tap's okay, Vic, but right there.
Yeah, it's a good position here for Team Peterson to set up their 2 points or more. They've got one that's under these corner guards, biting the top of the 12 foot at 2 o'clock.
Yep, feels relatively safe in there.
Okay, let it work. Okay, we're out here. Well, we're not hitting it yet.
Now electing to play all the way to the
hard,
back
Tara.
yellows.
Hard, Tara. Okay, easy, easy. Easy, 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 easy.
Trying to get the curl here. The line looks
Very
good.
nice. That's good.
So you've got to be a little bit careful with this. It's not easy to remove this red cleanly. Yellows are going to be clustered as well.
Then we got a wall of yellows at the back of the 8 foot circle now.
Probably here.
Yeah. Anything they can do to bring that front red back into play, into scoring. Play a double and now they've these yellow combinations at the back. Electing to draw in, knowing that there is a yellow wall to navigate through.
Okay, top 4. Line's good. Line's good. Hard. Oh, okay.
Catches the guard.
Okay.
Big error.
Just light.
Yeah, anywhere in the rings there that time, Alan. So the
Right.
guard shouldn't have been in play really there.
Yeah, not really. Had all that backing. If you overthrow, you had all that backing.
Oh, you think so?
This is the one where you could afford to be heavier than the nominated shot.
No, tight to light. They did call you right away. No. Shoot. I was hesitant on maybe trying to double because I know she kind of struggled with her draw weight a little bit, so I thought, oh, could we bring that one?
Then
into
you're going
play?
to throw the clockwise in turn draw here. You're trying to get it in a very
Yeah,
good
well,
scoring
just,
position.
hit
So
flop over here,
somewhere
that
on
one kind of, I was thinking
sort of
maybe
Perth
they might have
curling logo, the ER somewhere there,
seemed to draw
to be precise.
double field, which I think they could have got away with leaving that there.
Yeah, they know these red ones, yellow ones rather, at the back are not terribly useful for them, are they? They're not threatening. So. But if you were to lie front of the tee, they could act as your friends at that point.
This seems to be curling a little bit now all of a sudden. Yeah. It's so straight here. This looks short.
Sweeping this one hard, trying to drag this one down into the rings.
Do you want to come this way or do you want to come this way?
It's come up short too. I just wonder if there's
Straighter side.
any change in the speed, which can sometimes happen in these latter ends in the games.
And it goes quickly. It's not a sort of gradual thing. It just
She likes
one
to go
end
this
can
way,
just
though.
make that change as the pebble does get worn down.
I like this way better, but I feel like we know this side better. Yeah.
This is a great chance now for the USA to get their two back. They'll get this, like we said, onto that lettering of the Perth curling in front of the tee, importantly this time.
Easy, you got room. Top four. Line's good.
Stone in motion. The sweeper's on this
Curl
for
if you
length
can.
again.
14-5. Hard.
Line's
Full
good this time,
forward.
Alan.
Hard.
Yeah, all about the weight.
It looks good now. They can drag this
Fresh, guys.
onto,
Great shot
as you
for
said,
her.
with Perth.
14-5.
Not
Yes.
quite, but a really good attempt.
Yeah, we took it away. But they didn't tell you? Oh, okay. I should have told you, yeah. I think it curls, yeah. I thought that from the very first end, and I kept asking them what they thought. But we should tell you, yes. That's important to tell you. Yeah. Yeah, 14-5. Yeah. Yeah, I think so, because Vicky's was light, and I think typically
So
that's
4 foot still open for Xenia Schwaller.
curls nice then, huh? That curled nice.
Tuck this one right round onto button.
That was the same ice as Vicky's actually in.
Hard to chase at
that
weight.
guard up there, so that shows you that she was the weight and tightness was different. Yeah, but it seems to be slowing down. Guide me here with the line too.
Super's now beginning to back off a little, so it looks like it'll have some running to the back of the 4 foot. Oh, it's bigger than that.
Yeah. You can even come to this stuff.
Fancy your chances of making your 2 here, Alan.
Yeah.
You've got some backing.
Yes, a little overcorrection there from Xenia and just overthrew that one.
Senja, wenn nicht zurück bist, gehen wir auf 2. Oder was sagst du? Also,
Cortis, last stone, 6th end, line 1 already. Needs to hit the 8 foot to score 2. Good news for her is that she has yellows to rest against if she's a touch heavy, but she'll not be thinking that. She'll be thinking I want a key line.
Good. Okay, it's starting to curl now. It's okay. You're coming up to this one. Okay.
Everyone seems to be
Great judge.
relaxed.
Atta girl.
Yeah.
2. Yep.
Back 4, and it's a 2 for red, 2 for Peterson. They will tie up
Great end.
a very
girls.
tight
Way to bounce
back and forth match now. 5 all, only 2 ends left, and Schwaller will have the hammer in 7.
Good skip deuce. I thought you were just tight on me, and then I just think you were top 8 weight kind of, so I think it curled. Hers curled and died too. Like I think it's a little slower there, so yeah. Right. I thought that side carried nice. That ran nice. Yeah, I got it. I was going to say 13.8, so go. Double centers.
I think they're going to pick up
She's not going to like double centers.
the final stones in the 6th end and the featured men's semi-final here between Team Bryce and Team Carson. So Team Carson stole at the 5th end to take a marginal lead here in this game, 4-3.
I know, need to tell her.
Team Bryce of Hammer playing red stones.
Yeah, I'm not knowing. Like, I think it is information we should share.
Logan Carson's draw just came up short, allowed this stagger for Bryce team to now attempt to come behind.
Nice and tight, guys.
This is Duncan Menzies throwing 3rd stones for Team Bryce.
I think you have to go. Line's tight a little bit.
So they're just trying to drag this one down for weight.
Yeah, just needs to. Again, another stones coming up short, so Carson's stone come up, Duncan's stones come up short, so maybe right.
Go
So
past the line.
times maybe just dropped half a second or so.
Looks like the out-turn, counter-clockwise draw here for Oran Carson. He's just going to try and get to the G of curling, Perth curling on the logo. Somewhere around there is probably a pretty good spot.
Yeah, I feel like this side might be curling a little more than it did at the start of the game. Yeah. Higher then? Actually, you guys, we don't have to go all out. We can go to this. Yeah, I like that. Just because it's not a center guard, my first one, and they can't peel still yet. A little more weight for you.
High line here, but Archie Hislop on the carve, just trying to get this under this guard here.
Hard!
Ended up in a pretty
Gotta
good
go
spot.
right behind it, hard! Hard!
Yeah, it's just not totally buried, but lies nicely. So
Sorry, we thought you called right to it. No. Oh.
Cammy Bryce, who
You're saying we needed two guard just because of the shoot, sorry.
likes his chances of driving up this rip.
Okay, what was that? Going down over there. Yeah. Is it in? No? Yeah. Well, the nice thing is the double peel jams.
So trying to hold this one straight.
Yeah. I think this is light.
And lands it perfectly.
Wrap around everything.
Keeps it tucked under the cover, so great result.
Yeah, orange straw just needed to be probably a foot 18 inches or thereby, just deeper than that, just to make that angle probably a little bit more difficult. But he's going to throw the same line again down here and just try and get a little bit further and into the rings nearer the tee line. And he knows the weight down here and the curl.
Back 4. Okay, whoa, just leave it
Pretty
up
much just
there.
played this shot, hasn't he? Just needs to be a little bigger.
No,
So
I
we get a
don't
time
think
on
so,
this one.
'cause then she's gonna have an easier double peel. Okay, X.
The sweepers on this from the get-go in this one though. That was 14.4 from a distance. Which gets the tee line swept. Really good stone by Oren Carson. He should be able to pick it out, but can he hold the runner?
Just a small update on the other men's semi-final. So Team Muirhead steal a 1 point at the all-important 6th end and have really clawed themselves back into that game and now take a 4-3 lead playing the 7th end.
Yeah, Glenn played a long or short double cross house to lie behind a bundle of guards. Zhu couldn't pick it out, so Muirhead stole. This time Bryce has a shot for a 2. Can pick out the Carson stone, and the weight looks nice to hold the runner.
You need to throw back
Call
12.
on it, yep, away it goes. Again, that nice 2 grey stones by Cammy Bryce, the drive up and the angled drive up and then the pick out there. Really nice. They take 2. They regain the lead 5-4.
Corey!
With 2 ends to play.
Whoa! Yep! Hard! Hard, Vic! Hard! Hard! You really gotta go on this one, hun. Hard, 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 harder. Okay, good. Good brush. Good shot. Good shot, Tara. Atta girl. Good shot. Can't believe they never peeled that shot. Yeah, because now we're going to wrap around.
So we're into the final stages here of
13-8 on that.
the semi-finals. And we have a tied game here between Team Peterson and Team Schwaller. Team Schwaller have hammer, last stone in the 7th end.
This one too, where we wrap around.
And
Because if we wrap around, that's kind of lined up.
plenty of stones in play here, but Team Schwaller are looking to
This will
just make the
curl a little bit.
double peel on these guards and just try and open this up a little bit.
She just said, I think.
And the update on the other ladies semi-final is that Team Wang from China have a 6-2 lead against the Swiss Team Hurleman. So definitely Team China in the driving seat in that one.
We can come around or just
And
a
they're
short
also
run.
in the 7th end too.
I was thinking the out. You want the in?
So a good double peel there from Team Schwaller.
It's right on the nose. This will grab that. It's right on the nose. Yeah, a nice peel. Whoa, yep. Whoa. Yeah.
Peterson taking the opportunity to
Whoa. Get it.
short takeout and
Okay, good rock.
nearly got all 3 of the Swiss counters going there, but
Give her a double back. Shoot. Curl a
importantly
little
got
bit
the front 2 away.
more. Shoot. What do you like on her next one? She knows usually ignore it and just freeze that. We don't want to give up 2. Well, I guess 2 is vulnerable, but
There's a lot of stones in this end at the start, Alan, and a
way inside
couple of double takeouts, and
to hit
all of a sudden the blank end is becoming a possibility now.
Yeah, which is Schwaller would like to do, I think, from here on in. If you just blank out here.
We don't make that.
Take the hammer down the last.
Down and we're chasing again. Can go here.
Be
Yeah, even back 8. I
a nice
think
prize.
so.
Of course, they'd now lie 2.
Back 4, back 8!
Yeah, I think Team Peterson know the percentages here that, you know, if they give the blank a little bit too easy for Team Schwaller, then they know the percentages of them winning the game start to drop.
Yep.
So
This is
decided the aggressive call here.
This is very aggressive, isn't it? Line 2 against you. Make a mess of this and lose a 3 in the process could be trouble.
Okay, back 8!
But yeah, nice to see them taking the game on.
Curl! How short? Okay, go, curl. Oh, yeah. Easy, easy, easy. I don't think you're tucking. We've got a mile to go. Okay. Yeah. 15 on that. It's okay. She knows is it. We got a
The line was absolutely perfect if they had to wait for that one. Non-threatening at the moment.
Niet zo veel, nee. Ik zie het immer een doppel. Go hard.
bad, then Mason needs to this back one. Like if she punches that center line. Yeah, around ours.
So Team Schwaller just going to remove this Team Peterson counter. We'll just try and get the inside of it and get a little bit of separation on the 2 top yellows. Don't want to have these crossing over each other.
Yeah, I know.
And that works.
Yep,
This
just
might
move
be-
that one off to the side.
This way. You don't like that? Okay, go back.
Kathy and Corey just wondering whether they can come round that stagger that's been created. I'd rather try and come around the single left-hand shortest stone in the rings. Argue both ways, but I guess this one gets closer to the 1 foot if you make it correctly. So on to skip stones. This is Corey Teese's first.
Got room!
So this is
Curl!
quite a
Curl!
clutch 5 minutes in the game here.
Hard, Tara!
Both sweepers move to the one side, just trying to help make this curl a little bit more. It's always sitting a little bit high at the moment.
Just
14.
indication was it's maybe just thrown a little bit outside the
14.
line. Weight was absolutely perfect.
We might have to play this way. Freeze to the back one's okay too, depending on what she does here.
Card in the play here. I'm going to try and play the inside roll. He still comes down and freezes in and cuts down your score. And do you want to go wide?
Probably roll a little wide would be. And just back yourself to maybe make a short run back. Absolutely. Make a few.
I do think it could get
They're
on
looking to hit more just an edge of the 8
Unless-
foot.
the throw
And
be
Teese's
their
got a
way
big
to let
decision
it
to make.
go. Yeah, to let it sit. Yeah, but yes.
Kijk, je kan natuurlijk met hem in gaan ze links kromleggen. Met hem in gaan ze links kromleggen.
Play the run back.
Just important just to hold the shooter here and just keep piling on the pressure.
Ja, also immer abspielen, ja. De vraag is nur op nog zo.
Yeah, probably better to roll too far out to the left than just half a stone and give something to come back in off. Played it to the
Good
nose.
freeze to that. Yeah. I think this way. Yeah.
Still a pretty good result, Alan.
We talked about the freeze and she just has
Peterson
that
in
short run. I think this
a
is
whole
our
lot of
way
trouble
out of
here with a couple of runners out front
Even
there
if we
that
came to this, it's not horrible.
I'm sure
I don't,
Xenia's
yeah,
got an
I
eye
don't
on.
think that much. I was thinking there. I think
Thinking
you gotta
here that
throw
their
weight to be here, right? So it's gonna
best
run.
result now is to maybe lose only a 2. Like them to draw all the way to this back one. Rather than try and lie the shot. I think anyway, that looked like the call. Either or, I suppose. Go for the tee line if it's running a little deep. You've got that backing and cutting down. You don't want to lose a 2, obviously. But don't lose a 5 either.
Line's good. Yep. Yep. Keep it out there. Okay. Yep. Whoa. 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 Room. Where are you? Curl. Curl.
Just
curl,
on a
curl,
slightly
curl.
fresher
Hard,
path
hard,
out
Yeah.
there,
hard,
and
hard,
it's
hard,
got a
hard,
little bit
hard,
of running.
hard, 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 hard.
A little worried that it was not going to hit any yellows at all. But as it stands, the Schwaller lies 3. Anyway, and I think that red is probably quite open. Can be got at. Tap back for 4 or draw for tap back for 5 or draw for 4.
Would have to go. Yeah, I had 12, 18.
That was the gamble, I think. I opted to play about halfway through the end that the stealing one was better than blanking out the end. And he backfired a touch.
Thought I was gonna
Any contact for 4, nose for 5.
go down.
And I think that would probably be a handshake as well.
Probably similar to that drop. Speed. No, but of course. Look how high. I mean, speed is high.
Using a Schwaller. Full sight
Yeah.
of this red stone.
Is that what they were saying?
Just
Oh,
wants to make it
I
go
never
away.
heard of
There's a
weight
score
ever.
hatful
Yeah. Thank you.
and lands it. It's a 5. And that is handshakes. Teams are out. So well done, Xenia Schwaller. She moves on to this afternoon's final. Good game by Peterson up to that point. Had to take the chances.
I don't even know what they were saying.
Had to gamble a little bit down 7. Backfired. They lose a 5. So final score: Schwaller 10, Peterson 5.
And just another update on the other ladies' semis final there, Alan. Team Hurleman have got a 2 back at the 7th end and now trail Team Wang from China 6 shots to 4. Team Wang with the hammer playing the last end.
Yeah, Team China took 3 skins in a row. They took a 3 with the hammer, then 2 steals, 5 and 6. It opened up the gap.
Yeah, I had to go for it, right?
That's the game just nearest us on the screen there. You can see that
Okay.
Wang also lies 1 on the 1 foot. It's going to be a tough call to steal 2 from here.
Fun.
So I think we're going to move over and see the conclusion of the men's semi-final. It we've been just dropping into at certain phases during our feature game. And we're skip stones in this 7th end. Team Bryce have a 1-shot lead. They lead 5 shots to 4. And pretty good setup here, Alan, for Team Carson to Potentially make a couple back here on this 7th end.
Yeah, we're on to Oren Carson's first stone, I believe. This is stone 7. But 2 other counters, quite well separated. Certainly looking good for more than one, depending where this one goes to. If he can roll out behind the corner guard, Cammy Bryce is in a bit of difficulty. Even if he used to nose it, I don't think there's too much of a problem, but it would only be potentially a 2 score if Bryce lifts the double. So has he got it fat enough to catch on the yellow? Very nice. So now...
Yeah, big moment in this game now. Cammy Bryce probably just faced with the corner freeze now, which is it's dropping it on a 10 pence piece here to...
Yeah, and then if you don't get this right, then you risk losing the 4 as well, don't you? So just bail out here. Leave Carson with a shot for a 3. Or just, as you say, try and drop this.
Try my split time skills here, Alan, from afar.
Yeah, so facing 3 needs to corner freeze that he lies the shot, but can't afford any bounce out whatsoever.
14.5.
So this looks... That's a darn fine effort, isn't it? So definitely 1 on the left-hand side, very close. That's over curled by about 1 centimetre, I reckon, to cut them down to 2. I'm going to ignore it for just now.
He's just going to seem pretty confident that they lie to you, and this is a draw for 3. If he was in any doubt, he probably could have just played the same line as Cammy did, just slightly higher, and just bumped that red even another 0.5 centimetre, as you say, Alan, so to make sure. But
just shave it over and then without touching your back stone. Almost as good as Cammy Bryce could have done there.
Yeah, his weight was absolutely perfect. He just over curled by a fraction. So here's Oren Carson underway now for a draw for what we think is 3 points, but we'll soon find out. Supers quite like it.
Yeah, this one seems fine, so definitely know it's 2. And then big brother Scott Hislop just having a look.
Skip giving a look and says, let's have a measure.
The gallery seems to think it's 3. Colin Melrose, the umpire, just arriving now. We'll have the final verdict.
Umpire saying, give me some space, please, here, boys.
That was a straight red. So yeah, only the nominated players can approach the head. But it has been moved in, so that is a 3 score for yellow. So as we go into our final end, 8th end, scheduled end, it'll be Carson who now leads 7-5. Bryce will have hammer. This game has seesawed back and forth all morning, so never say never for an extra end.
So important to get this lead stone's first stone in place. Let's get it top 4, and it's been the call. It's Charlie Gibb throwing lead stones for Team Carson. This was the line that Charlie threw the draw shot, so he should know the path down here.
Hits top 4, it's just outside, pretty good effort. So and this is a change of tactics that we've seen just come in recently. Cammy Bryce has the hammer and needs a 2 to tie, but I'd like to go centre guards.
Yeah, it's okay if you touch the centre line, but that one's just moved off it.
Rotated off it, didn't it? So Carson could play the tick on this now, which would definitely defend his 2, I think. Or defend the 3 rather, but maybe not the 2. Opting to go into the rings again.
Just to cap the one that Charlie's just played in the 8-foot circle here. Just sit right on top of it. This one's curling a bit.
Yeah, and it looks a little short. So he's giving Bryce a bit of a gift here.
Yeah, that was probably a little mistake there from Team Carson. Probably just wanted to be fully in there.
Yeah, Cammy Bryce thinking that he's got enough guards already with those 3 stones played. Wanted to put one at the back of the rings. This is running a little outside the desired line. It was pretty good, but just guessing a little bit of the ice, I guess, out there. Leaving too many stones out wide.
So we're just keeping a close eye on the other men's semi-final too, which is a tight game again between Team Zhu of China and Muirhead, and just waiting for the scores to go up there. But it did look like a steal of 1 point to Team Muirhead. And indeed it is. It is a 1. And big turnaround in that game, and Team Muirhead take a 5 shots to 3 lead, playing the last end without last stone.
Carson rather asked Hislop to try and play on the yellow one out front. Actually caught the guard, but didn't remove it from play. It wasn't on the centre tape, so useful bad shot, if you see what I mean. But there is still some cover for Bryce. Seems to be just going a little bit slower this morning, Alan. Is that your perception as well? It's 2 hours 20. I know the games are important. Seems to be a roving reporter. Just heading over to see, taking one of our remote cameras over to look at the climax of that Muirhead game. Caught a few of the spectators out by surprise.
Yeah, Team Carson just got to be careful here. They never ever really want to bring 3 into play here, and they've got a 2-point lead, and if they need to ensure that if they need to go into overtime to win the game, then they must keep that in the back of their mind as much as they want to restrict Team Bryce to 1 point. But
yeah, just a little mistake. Just opened up the door a little for the 3. And no means guaranteed, because the guard's very short. Carson could chase round it.
Yeah, I mean, peeling the guard might not, if he feels he can't get at it, then...
Yeah, peeling the guard would suggest, but then allow Bryce to play a better guard, maybe a bit closer. So, not the way they would like to defend a 3 by outdrawing your opposition. Might be the best option.
We can come down here and just absolutely freeze on the back one here, Alan. It's a real good saver in there.
Yep.
So, just means that anything that Team Bryce put under the corner guard has not been out-counted by that. So, line looks really good.
Yep, here comes the curl now. Just watched it a little bit. Just watched it a little bit too late. They're worried about the lining outside. Cut late and took the speed off it.
Yeah, we see that sometimes with the slightly less experienced teams where, the first principle is about the weight and about the length and the distance, and they go on the carve, and there's a significant impact on taking just the speed out of it, and that's exactly what happened there.
It's not a great shot. He's going to get away with it by rolling in, but he's trying to play on the stone at the top of the forefoot. Catches the guard. So where that red one was covered, now has a way for Logan Carson to get to it. That's really quite careless shot by older brother Hislop. He moves these two reds from the right hand side out of play, roll back to the middle. I think Bryce is going to have to start freezing and stuff, and that's not easy.
Yeah, primary objective here is to cart the double. Actually not a bad result.
Oh, he's outcounts the red.
Team Bryce have got 3 counters to move before that one comes into play.
The thing is, Bryce likes the setup on the left-hand side because it's protecting that back red. Make a play in the one that Logan Carson, just to try and maybe get another red one over on the right-hand side.
So a lot of discussion going on here, Alan.
Yeah, there's no great solution to this puzzle. I wonder whether it's I still quite like on the short side. Normally hit that right hand red and try and put another counter in behind the corner guard. If Carson then came chasing and made an error, you've got this double and you'd be lying 4 around the rings. That's quite hard to defend. I think making a play on these ones exposes your own back one, which is going to be open. I don't know. There's no anything you're seeing.
No, I think he just needs to try and move one and keep his options open. Just a flop in front of the other yellow is probably what they've called.
If they can line up everything on the left-hand side.
That's pretty much what they... Just always going to leave this crosshouse double now, so...
Logan Carson, if he were to clear this double, it would lie really nicely, but also wants to make sure he doesn't pick his own one out.
What a fabulous shot.
Yeah, doesn't quite get rid of out the rings, but as good as. The front yellow's open. Duncan Ringus can get to the nose of this one and take out both yellows. Again, there would be 3 reds in the rings again. If that red had just gone 1 centimetre further out the rings, I think the price ship might have sailed, but whilst it's biting, there's still hope.
So Team Price not throwing flying weight at this one, just wanting to try and make sure they hold this shooter.
Yeah, it's going to be close to rolling out itself, isn't it? Well, that was a bonus. Long way inside where they wanted to be, but in doing so caught the shot stone. But again, there's still life in the body yet.
Yeah, I mean the yellow counter just hung on there, so it's out counting the wide red undercover from Bryce.
Yeah.
So
Not a strong pulse, but it's still a pulse. Got to be careful not to drive this red that's lying shot onto the yellow.
yeah, safer shot might be just to commit to carting the double just high. Absolutely, just what he's pointed to. Yeah,
Even just pick out the back stone. You'd land like second and third, and those are a long way apart, and you couldn't play that double because you'd sacrifice your own red. So
yeah, I think that's the call. So
probably wants to hit the high side of this across the face of the back one,
yep,
and they both
spin both.
disappear.
You lose your shooter,
Yeah.
but that's not a problem. He's lined first, and he'll be lined first
Yeah.
and second shot.
I think if he was to hit the marginally in the low side of the one he's going for, back towards the left-hand side of the deep red, there would be so much spin on it by this point that even if it touched the yellow, I think it would
go to
spin out as well. So the only thing you don't want to do is completely lock it on the yellow.
jammed it, and another counter in there.
So talking through the end game here.
High percentage on an extra end here, Alan.
Yeah, it's just taking that twist with that one jam in there, certainly taking the twist of being an extra end. But fortunate for Duncan with his one, but that's what really set it up.
Yeah, again, got to be really precise here. He's got to be second shot.
Cammy on his way back down, having second thoughts. At the moment he can't use the yellow to play a double if he had to get the big end, but if he was to put the red one there, he maybe could, because the yellow would clear the... I don't know, it's a long shot. It seems to have cut the ice, so coming a different weight now, unless he's now playing the out turn, his out turn.
I think he even thought he was maybe going to come round this corner guard and tap the yellow.
I suppose if he was to lie 4th and 5th over there with an open one on this side, this is the one Carson would go for.
And then the open one,
and then you'd have 3 yellows close together, and it might just be a
case of the rumble.
Flying trapeze shot.
He's caught the guard.
Boys have swept that, and it's not got past the guard, and then just runs through the rings. I think that will probably be it now, though.
Yep, a nose hit here for Carson, and it should be game.
Just caught that guard. If he'd played it, I think he was going to lie 2 in safe behind that corner that he feathered. So hit this open one. I doubt the quad is going to be there. Might have a go at it.
So Lauren Carson underway for the... Just make this one go away. And does that safely. And indeed it's... It is indeed handshakes, so that concludes that semi-final, and it's a fabulous win for the juniors, for Team Carson. Having a great week here, and into what's their first Masters final, Alan. So superb run to the final.
Yeah, no, they've looked very composed all week. They make a high percentage of their shots. So they advance into this afternoon's final, so congratulations to them. Other game is still underway. It's 5-3 Muirhead leads. With a pile of stones in play, but the button's still open, so the game's still alive, at least for one more stone. So Zhu looking to come round this centre guard and lie shot. Tempted to maybe freeze. I guess if he froze, he might think that Muirhead just plays the guard. And so wants to lie in here cleanly. Has to lie at least second shot, I would think.
Yeah, just come up a little short there, so that may well be it.
Yeah, so maybe not quite yet. That flattish double might still be there.
Yeah.
I think, as I say, needed to be lying at least second shot to have a real fighting chance. But if you were to hit the second counter on the right-hand side, there are some catches there, but I think you're coming behind the stones. It's difficult to call. So anyway, I'm sure Glenn will put a guard on this to prevent that anyway. It can be anywhere really from...
Or even just throw it in the rings, really.
Well, that's what I say.
Throw
Anywhere
it right on top of it. So
8 foot, 12 foot, or guard is all are good. Going for your call. I'm just throwing another one in. Well, I'm not sure you can make 4 go away. Definitely not by coming that direction. Nope, doesn't fancy it.
He's had it, yep.
So well done, Team Muirhead. They will move on to the final match as well, where they will take on the considerably younger Carson team. But well done them. That's been a great game. What a great week for them. They will move to the final, which we are providing on the perthmasters.com website or the YouTube channel. So hopefully you can join us again at 1 o'clock for the men's final. The women's final have started at midday. So we will roll from one to the other. Try and do this cut between as need be. So hopefully you enjoyed this morning's game. We've seen 3 out of the 4 semi-finals at some point. So congratulations to the tech team. But join us again later in the day as we bring you the final matches of this year's 2025 Perth Masters. Goodbye.